What's up, Trailblazers? Welcome back to TJ Crypto World, your command center for cutting-edge crypto intelligence. I'm your host, TJ, and today we're unraveling a bold forecast. A US-based XRP spot ETF could win regulatory approval by April 2025, and that date isn't pulled from thin air. It aligns perfectly with critical legal verdicts and global ETF momentum that may redefine institutional crypto adoption. Strap in, because this deep dive will equip you with the insights you need to stay ahead of the curve. 1. The April 2025 prediction. Recently, the XRP community ignited when prominent crypto researcher Meta Lawman posted on X that a US spot ETF for XRP could clear the finish line by April 16, 2025. Far from a random pick, this date dovetails with the anticipated conclusion of Ripple's legal battle against the SEC. If Ripple secures a favorable verdict or reaches a settlement around mid-April, regulators would gain the clarity they need to greenlight XRP-based financial products, just as they did for Bitcoin and Ethereum. 2. Ripple versus SEC, the showdown that matters. Since late 2020, Ripple Labs has been locked in a courtroom duel with the US Securities and Exchange Commission. The crux: is XRP a security subject to SEC rules, or a commodity more akin to Bitcoin? A definitive ruling in Ripple's favor would establish XRP's legal classification, obliterating the regulatory ambiguity that has stalled institutional products. With key hearings and motion decisions slated for Q1 2025, eyes will be glued to the courtroom. A clear victory for Ripple by mid-April could trigger an SEC rush to approve spot ETF applications before quarter end. 3. Brazil's groundbreaking #XRP spot ETF. While the US deliberates, South America has already taken the plunge. The Brazilian exchange B3 launched the #Nasdaq XRP Index Fund, the world's first XRP spot ETF. This product allows both retail and institutional investors in Brazil to gain XRP exposure without holding tokens directly, an enormous leap for mainstream adoption. As global capitals witness Brazilian investors embrace this ETF, pressure mounts on the SEC. Will they let the US lag behind? 4. Heavyweights lining up for US XRP spot ETFs. Major asset managers are already primed for the green light. Names like Bitwise, 21 Shares, Canary Capital, WisdomTree, and Grayscale have submitted filings or announced intent to pivot their XRP trusts into spot ETFs. Grayscale, in particular, has signaled plans to convert its flagship XRP trust, mirroring its successful Bitcoin trust transition. Each new filing adds piles of evidence that institutional demand for regulated XRP products isn't just speculative chatter. It's a strategic imperative. If you're finding this analysis invaluable, smash that like button and subscribe to TJ Crypto World. Hit the bell so you're first in line when we publish our live coverage of every courtroom update and SEC announcement. 5. Anticipated inflows and price impact. Analysts estimate an XRP spot ETF in the US could attract between $4.3 billion and $8.4 billion in fresh capital during its inaugural year. To put that in perspective, Bitcoin spot ETFs saw over $10 billion in inflows within months of approval, igniting a parabolic rally. For XRP, forecast models project a post-approval price range of $4.60 to $5, a significant leap from today's levels. Of course, these figures rest on historical crypto ETF rollouts, but the precedent is compelling. 6. Price rally scenarios. Base case, $4.60 to $5, driven by moderate ETF inflows and renewed institutional interest. Bull case, $6 plus, if multiple ETFs launch simultaneously, creating a bidding war for shares. Mega bull case, $10 plus, should Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs sustain momentum and macro conditions remain favorable, pushing retail FOMO into XRP. Each scenario hinges on a mid-April catalyst, Ripple's courtroom verdict. 7. Key catalysts to watch. 1. Court ruling date. Monitor the judge's schedule for dispositive motions or trial dates. Any slip in SEC's case strengthens Ripple's hand. ETF filing responses. Watch for SEC, no action letters, or public comments on pending XRP ETF proposals. Global ETF announcements. Additional spot ETFs in Europe or Asia could ratchet up pressure on US regulators. 8. Tactical moves for XRP holders. If you believe in Nettleman's forecast, consider these strategies. Graduated accumulation, dollar cost average into XRP leading up to mid-April, ramping up purchases as legal clarity increases. Options play. For sophisticated traders, buy out of the money XRP call options expiring in Q2 2025 to leverage any post-approval spike. Diversified ETF basket. Allocate a portion of your portfolio to pending XRP ETF issuers, Bitwise, Grayscale, and WisdomTree, to capture alpha from fund launches. 9. Risk considerations. No forecast is foolproof. The SEC could delay decisions or require additional filings, extending the timeline. Market volatility around high-profile regulatory events can trigger rapid price swings. Always size your positions to absorb potential drawdowns, and never allocate more than you can afford to lose. If you're ready to ride the wave of XRP's potential ETF approval, make sure you subscribe to TJ Crypto World, drop a like, and smash the bell icon for real-time alerts. Let me know in the comments, which ETF issuer are you backing, and what's your price target for XRP post-approval? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate your engagement and support. If you found value in this deep dive, check out my other videos on Ripple's legal updates and altcoin ETF forecasts, links right here on the screen. TJ, and this is TJ Crypto World. Stay informed, stay strategic, and I'll catch you in the next video.